But according to the Islamic sources, the Quran was compiled not by Muhammad's successor. Well, there was a version compiled by his successor, but the final version was compiled by the third successor. And what he did, if you want evidence, by the way, for this, go to the book of Hadith, which is the book of traditions on Muhammad, that is the most trustworthy according to Sunni Muslims. It's called Sahih al-Bukhari. Go to volume 6, book 61, and read Hadith number 509 and 510. So 661, 509, 510, it shows you that Uthman was willing to collect all the early Quranic manuscripts. He said, make one version of the Quran and then burn all the evidence.
Why in the world would Paul have hallucinated the return of Jesus? He had no psychological phenomenon that would explain this. He hadn't followed Jesus for 3 years. He hadn't given his life to Jesus, as it were. Yet even Paul is willing to go to his death because Jesus is risen.
And so that's kind of the point here. For example, if you take a look at my family, my father is greater than I am in my family. He's my father. He's the leader of our family, so he's greater than I am in role. But my father is just as human as I am. So we're equal in substance, but my father is greater in role than me. So when Jesus says that the Father is greater than I, he's talking about the Father's role. He's not talking about his substance. He's equal in substance. And so we need to explain that. The term Son of God throws Muslims off. So explain the Trinity, explain that, know it yourself to be able to explain it.
We're going to take one more question. We have a couple important last things we want to do.